Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's tutorial. And in today's tutorial, I'll be learning how to make this beautiful two-piece for a male child of 1+ age. And if this is something you'd like to learn, let's just get right into the tutorial. So we're going to fold our fabric into two. This is for the front bodies, using their tummy, which is their biggest size, and then minusing to which the back is going to complete, and also minus about 3 inches to the end part of it, because we're going to be using a band to complete that. Minusing to which the back will complete, and then the M, you're not going to put the full length, you minus 3 out of it again. So we're just going to cut this out. Like I said, this is for the front, and then place on a new fabric again, and then remember the -2 that I said for the shoulder line, that we're going to add that for the back is going to lap because it's going to be like an overlap. So we're just going to mark and add that again. Now for the end part, if your the length of your top is 19 inches, you're as well going to make it 16 inches. So we'll use a band of 3 inches or whatever you want your band to be to complete that. I hope that's clear. Now I zoomed this part because my chalk wasn't showing, and this is for the front. Now for the front piece, we're going to mark about 2 inches, just like so, and then we'll just mark it from the beginning down to the end. Please just follow because the shock was clear, but I don't know why on the video it's not that clear. So we're just going to roll just like so, and then we're taking a neck width of 2.5 inches. You can as well do 2.25, and then we're taking a neck depth of 2 inches. We're just going to mark just like so, and you can as well do 2 inches, I mean 1.75, and then we make a curve. After making a curve, the next we're taking our shoulder divided by 2 plus half inch, and then 1 inch for shoulder slant, and then we're just going to connect to the neckline just like so. Now from that, we're going to come down for the armhole. Then to get the armhole measurements, we're using instead of the chest, to use the tummy, since the tummy is bigger, divided by 4 plus half inch, and then you're just going to connect, or you just divide by 4 and then still take that measurement on the chest line again and then connect. So whatever we have left there, the step down of 1, we're just going to mark into 2 and then come in by 0.5 inches, okay, and then you mark the chest line, which is the round tummy measurement divided by 4. You mark it there and make your armhole curve. You add the allowance which you want to work with, and on the end part as well, you just take the around hip measurements, with pampas there. You just take the round hip measurement divided by 4 plus the allowance you want to work with, and you just mark it straight. So after doing that, for the V, I did a V of 5 inches, but please do a V of 4 inches for 1 year plus. If it's above that, you can do 5. And then I'm coming out by 1 inch just like so, and from that 5 inch there, I'm coming up by 1.5. Please just follow with me, and then I'm going to mark just like so. Please, any measurements you're taking is starting from that 2 inches line, and then from that 1 inch which we came out, I'm just going to slant to the neckline, and then we're just going to cut. Please just watch how I'm cutting. We're cutting from the 1.5 up first, and then we're going to enter the 2 inches, just like so. We're taking this out, enter the 2 inches, and then we're going to enter the 1 inch again before we're going to open for the 5 inch v-neck. Then after doing that, we're taking our shoulder slant just like so, and then taking the curve. I just decided to make this. I used the curve of 0.75, but I think that was too much. I should have used 0.5 inches, but it still worked very well. And then we cut this out. So this is for the front. So what I'm just pinning on that 2 inches part which we marked, and then we're just going to place this again on the back. Remember, we've cut out the back, so we're just going to replace this on the back just like so, and then arrange it properly. The back is actually 2 inches longer than the front, and then when you are where you are placing it, you're just going to put the 2 inches on that same line, just as we used to do for the zipper and our front for female bodies. We're just going to place it there and then cut out the ample curve the same way, just like so. And then we're going to take this out. After taking this out, the next we're going to do is to place the neck on the shoulder, just as you see me doing, like an overlap neck. And we're using the same neck width, which is a neck width of 2.5 inches. But for the back now, our neck depth will be, let's say, 1 inch, or 1.5 inch. We're just going to do that, and then we're just going to curve just like so. So this is for the cutting for the front and back. Now we're using a band. Remember when we were cutting this, like I removed about 3.5 to 4 inches. So we're using the band to complete that. That is the part that is going to complete our outfit. And then this is it. We're just going to take a band of about 4 inches. By the time we join, it will be like 3.5, or whichever way you want yours to be, like that is completely fine. So we're just going to cut this out. So after cutting this out, this is it, and it will complete it. So the next thing we're going to do is to cut for our trouser. So whatever your trouser length is, we're just going to -2, because I'll be adding an elastic to this, or 1.5 elastic waistband. Then after doing that, the next thing we're going to do is we're just going to mark the length of it plus extra 2 inch, which we are going to use for our folding allowance. We're taking the markings all the way down, and then I'm just going to rule just like so. After doing that, for the waist, the next we're going to do is to take our waist measurement divided by 4, but don't use the exact waist of the child, use that of the hip, so it can balance very well. And -2 to get about 8 inch, because of the pamper, so it still relaxes very well. So for the crotch line, it is 8 inches. And then for the waistline, whatever you have around the hip, that's what you're going to divide into 4. Then for the crotch line as well, you're still going to impute the same thing there, and then we just connect. Now after connecting, the next we're just going to make our crotch curve just like so. And then for the M parts, it all depends on how you want it to be. If you want your shorts to be tight, or you don't want your shorts to be tight. So I'm adding about 2 inches for it. Depends on how free you want it to be. Like I said, after marking your hip divided by 4, you can as well add about 2 inches to it. And then we are just going to cut this out. So this all depends on how fenced, or whichever way you want it to be, and we'll just curve out. After curving out, the next we're going to place on a fresh fabric again, because this is just for the front. And then we're just going to pin and make a slant up of about 1 inch. But around the crotch, we're just going to take 1 inch again. But when we get to the crotch length, we are adding we're making it equal at that point. And then for the sides, we are just going to open all the two sides together, so we can have about 4 pieces. Now this is what we have. Then for the sleeve, we're just going to fold. So also for the sleeve, for your round sleeve, you can as well still use the tummy measurement divided by 4. Whatever you have, you just add about 2 inches to get their armhole circumference. And after doing that, that way it's going to be free. After doing that, you just mark, and on the side, you just come down by 2 inches. Use a sleeve cap of 2 inches or 2.5 as well, and whatever you want the round sleeve to be. Now for this particular sleeve, I also had added a band of 2 inches, so I minus that from this before cutting. But if it's a straight sleeve, you just do it like that, just like so. After pinning, this is what I'm going to use for the band. Everything you're using for the band should be on double fold, because that's how we are going to attach it. So now for the sewing, what we did earlier was the cutting. For the sewing, we'll start with the front part of it. Now these 2 inches which we marked, we're just going to stitch down on it, just as you see me demonstrating. Now after stitching that, I'm just taking off the thread that I saw there, and then watch how I place this. You're just going to make it to relax, and then use your hot iron to relax it. After doing that, the next we're going to do is to add to place the back on it, just as you see me doing. like I said, please use a neck width of, I use 2.5, but please use 2 inches. So after doing that, I will iron and then go ahead to add my sleeve, and I've gone ahead to add the band to the sleeve also. So we're just going to take this and add to the shoulder. So this is what it looks like. It's coming out very well. And after doing that, we're going to add that band, which is going to complete the length of the top. So we're just going to add it to it as well. Now this is what it looks like. Now to add the V around, the piping around the neck, we're stepping down by 1 inch from this center piece we have, I mean by 0.5 inch from this center piece we have. And then we are going to take the round neck measurement, 0.5, not from the upper side but where it started from. 0.5, not 1 inch, please. 0.5. We're just going to take around the neck, just as you see me measuring. And whatever we have there, we're just going to look for another folded fabric, which is about 1.5 inch. So by the time we join, it will be around 1 inch. And you will not cut exactly what you have, you add about 3 inches to it again. So by the time when we're progressing, you understand why we did that like that. So after doing that, this is what we're going to do. The next, we're lapping together because I want to mark the 1.5 inches. So I won't make any sides to be to not be equal. So I'm just going to place the 1.5 inches, marking the exact neck, round neck measurement which we took. Now I'm taking it on both sides so I know what I'm working with. So now we're just going to place the markings on this 0.5 inch which we marked earlier, and then we're just going to take it. And don't take it deep, just form the angle just like so, or the triangle just like so. And then you're just going to give it, look at where I'm notching. You notch down to that 0.5 line or where the stitching stopped. Like you just not, don't notch over there, notch closely to where the stitch is. And then after doing that, we're just going to take it in, tuck it in. The aim of that is just to allow it relax properly. So we're just going to tuck it in. Even the piping, you see that excess we had at the middle piping, you can see that we have actually taking it in. So we'll just take this in, arrange it, flip to the wrong side of the fabric, and something again, please, I forgot something. When you are making the front piece, you are working on the front and not the wrong side of it. Please, I forgot that, and I'm sorry. So we're just going to go over and stitch down just like so. Like I said, the back is the wrong side, but that of the front, when you are working and making that 2 inches line, that we're taking that band, like it is the right side you are working for the front, please. Else we cannot be able to achieve that front center piece band there. So we're just going to give it a very good press. You can see what it looks like, and then we're just going to iron properly. So after pressing, the next we're just doing is to close the body, take the measurements, and we're basically done with the upper part of this two piece. So after that, like I said earlier, we're just going to take the measurement. You can see how this is progressing. You can as well make this for your other kids. Like I said, I used a neck V of 5 inches. That was too much for 1 year plus. Please use 4 inch so it won't be too revealing. So we're just going to take our measurements, around, and then remove the little excess that we have, and of course close from the sleeve, and we are done with this particular upper body. So after this, we'll just go over to that of the trouser. So this is what we have. You can see how beautiful this really came out. So after that, now for the trouser, we'll just go ahead, or for the pants, we'll just go ahead now and join the crotch line just like so, using about 1 inch or 0.5 inches. And after doing that, this is what we have. We're just going to place the back and front together. This has elastic band, and you can make it a little bit big so you will not add zip or anything. Hem the end part, and of course close the crotch line. So after doing that, this is what we have. Now for the waist, you just minus about 5 inches from the exact waistline, and get your waistband, or about 6 inches as well, and we'll just cut out. After cutting out, the next thing we'll do is we will top stitch on the band. I didn't really show much for this, but this is all that I like. It's not that much. And then for the band, we're just going to take exactly what we have when we double fold. It will work very well to cover the band, and then we just fix the band and attach it to the shorts. I didn't show that part. And we are done with this tutorial. We're just going to stitch and also stitch the band and take it to our machine and then attach to our trouser. So you can see what it looks like. This actually came out very well. If you have stayed to the end of this tutorial, thank you very much. Please drop your comments, like, share, and subscribe to this channel because amazing tutorials are on this channel. For now, bye.